Hello and welcome. This is the start of a new day here on this channel, I think. I'm going to start doing daily vlogs for you. I never got a response last time, but I'm going to do it anyway. It may not be daily vlogs exactly, but I will try to do it most days. Some days I might simply just not have anything to talk about, or be too busy to do this. So, what I want to talk about is Pokemon X and Y. Now, as for most Pokemon fans who own a 3DS or 2DS, I happen to have bought the special red X and Y 3DS. I meant to create a video of me opening it up and everything, but my parents were here and I was just so excited to get it, so unfortunately I didn't get to see it. On the flip side, there's already plenty of those videos on YouTube. So, I got Pokemon Y. I really liked what Yveltal looked like, and maybe sometime I'll pick up Pokemon X, but not right now. What I want to talk about, and as you'll see by the title, is I think perhaps Pokemon X and Y are the best Pokemon games to date. I know that's kind of a tall thing to say, but honestly, from what I've played, yes. And I mean in the entire series. Admittedly, I didn't play the earlier ones. Not because I'm too young or anything of the sort. I'm 20. I'm plenty old enough. It's simply that my parents didn't buy me, or myself or my brothers, things like DS's and Game Boys when you were growing up. Why? You'd have to ask them. It just simply, they didn't. So I didn't experience games like Pokemon Yellow and things like that. I experienced a little bit of Leaf Green and Sapphire, but that's because of one of my little cousins, though he's a freshman in high school now, so not so much little, but several years younger than me. He had those systems. He had those games, so I experienced a little bit of them through him, and he would ask me for help, even though I'd never played a Pokemon game, like personally played through. I knew a lot. I was a lot better at him, better than him, at type advantages and things like that. I was simply good at it. But from what I know of what I've been playing of this, I put in more than 50 hours. I finally beat the Elite Four. I beat the Elite Four at 50 hours. I took long enough, and at 50 hours I clocked in entering the Elite Four building. I just want to say that I think it's the best because it's able to do what Pokemon has always done, but even better. It brings people together. You can't deny that. A lot of Nintendo franchises bring people together. I suppose that's a little bit of why I love Nintendo so much, but also because I grew up with them. Either way, it is the best because, Wonder Trade, it's gotten abused. People have put out things like Beedoops and such like that to try to get good Pokemon for these sad ones that no one wants more than one of, if you want one at all. And, you know what, I've only done it twice. Each time I traded good things, and I've gotten something decent back. The first time I got level 1 Eevee. Obviously just hatched out of an egg. And the second time I got a Lairon. I think that's how I say it. You know, the evolution between Aggron and Aron. So that's a good deal. That's a very good thing I got from that particular Wonder Trade. So, yawning. So, with that, plus the player system search system, the PSS, that's Game Freak for you. It helps you. You can literally trade from people in Germany, battle someone in Japan, and so on. Bring people from all over the world together. That, and I constantly advocate that graphics do not make the game. And you know what? It doesn't make the game here. The game itself is fantastic. However, the graphics highly improve the game. It feels like Pokemon has reached that pinnacle of what it should be. It can get better, but it's, as of right this second, it's at the pinnacle of what it should be. It's not 2.5D like Black and White and its sequels. I haven't played the sequels to that, Black and White 2, but it feels like it's at the point where it should be at this point in time. It looks amazing. The skates are amazing. The bike is holy crap fast. The experience share makes things so much easier. It doesn't require the hours upon hours of grinding. Okay, maybe not hours upon... Well, yes it does, but... It doesn't take the amount of time to keep all your Pokemon party members up to the current level you need, and it doesn't take even longer. It's a lot easier to level them up as a group when it gets up to that point where it's just really hard to level up Pokemon in general. Past level 75 and above or so. The part where that really does take hours and hours of grinding to get up to level 100. The experience here makes that a whole lot easier, including with the O powers, where you can increase your experience overall, and they can get even more experience because that increases it. You get so much money, and I'm not going to say much, but just overall, the entire journey, you take your time. You don't just rush through the game. You enjoy the sights. You talk to everyone. And honestly, you actually earn things. You actually get a lot of things from talking to people. There's a lot you can get from talking to people in this one. It's not just, a few people here and there will give you something. It's like a lot of people will have something for you. You might have to take a quiz, or they'll just go, hey, I like this move. Here, you have the TM. You get a lot of TMs that way. It's just that good. Am I kind of coming across as fanboyish? I don't know, I don't care. One thing I'll say is, not only does it do that, and it just feels like an excellent journey, it properly feels like a combination of all the areas. For example, in the very first area, in the very first route, that there are bushes for you to walk through, you can find a Pidgey. Same time, you can also find, either in that route or the one just beyond it, the forest that's just beyond it, that, Kalos's bird Pokemon that replaces Pidgey and Talo and so on. Starly. And it just combines them all, and there's only 69 Pokemon added, I think I heard there's only 69 Pokemon added in X and Y. Because of that, that means there's a whole lot there. You can run across Pokemon from all the different kinds of, all the different areas. Sinnoh, Unova, Hoenn, Johto. You can run across all of those, and that is what makes it good. That's what makes it so complete. Complete. Not only that, but I won't say much, but in the credits, they just really get to you. They give you a message that's amazing. It's heartfelt, and that's it. For me, it was in English and French, because anyone who's even remotely intelligent can tell Kalos is very definitely France. Yeah, without a single doubt. So, you going through, for me it was English and French. I'm willing to bet that if you lived in Germany, and it was a German version, it was probably German and French, and so on, you get the point. However, at a point in the credits, suddenly it starts saying, it says the same thing twice, however, all, like 7 or 8 major languages, probably Chinese, Japanese obviously, English, German, French, and a few other ones, probably Spanish. It's saying at least I assume, they're all lying down on the bottom screen saying the same message. I assume they're all saying the same message, but that is what is great about it. It promotes, the end literally promotes being kind to each other, helping the world become a better place. Make friends with people all over the world. And this game really honestly allows that. Because of the trading, because of the player system search, whatever that's called, I can't remember the exact name, but it's something along those lines, PSS. It's just, it allows for so much interaction with other Pokemon from other people, so much easier to battle people from other countries, so much easier for everything like that. These Pokemon games are without a doubt, in my eyes, at this moment in time, the best Pokemon games to date. Who knows, when the almost guaranteed Pokemon Z comes out, probably will, I'll be honest, which would be really cool, but insert Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon crossover jokes. I wonder how they'll improve it in those, because I remember Pokemon Platinum, I got Pearl. I didn't get Diamond, I don't see the point most times, but in Pokemon, between Pokemon X and Y, I think there is good enough a difference, but we'll have to see. You have to get, well, yeah, Pokemon Platinum, well, I don't know what I was thinking for a second there, sorry about that. My mind got off track. You have to, Pokemon Platinum highly improved what I remembered Pearl being. It improved it. It made Giratina's area a lot more, well, just a lot better than what you went through in order to get to Palkia or Dialga, because I know both are pretty much the same. So, you simply have to trust that Z will probably improve upon it even more by taking ideas and making certain things much better that might have kind of went a little screwy. Now, one bad part I will say before I go off, would be, for some reason, my copy of Pokemon Y, I can't do a couple of the after-game events. Some of it has activated. Like, I was able to go catch the Z Pokemon that, if there was a Z game, would be based on, and it would be the main Pokemon, and Mewtwo. I was able to go do that. But there was a few things that should have activated, that I'd seen online that should have, that didn't. There are things that, like, Mega Evolution Stones that I've heard that are supposed to pop up in caves, haven't popped up. So we'll have to see if there's a patch for that or whatever, but with luck there is, and I can experience the entire game. And with that, I kind of hope I helped explain that, how Pokemon X and Y just so much better in its promoting togetherness in playing Pokemon. And that is why it's the best to date. Goodbye, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.